Welcome to the channel. I'm that streamer dude, and I've been gone a little bit, haven't I? Sometimes like October through January could be like really hectic months for me, and I've been really busy with the stream and just other things going on in my life, and so I haven't been able to put out a video in a little while. But today I'm gonna hit you with a doozy, and I'm gonna save you a lot of trouble. On this channel, we cover all things content creation, whether it's streaming, videos, new gear, cameras, which falls into the gear category. Listen, if that's stuff that might interest you, make sure to just hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up on this video as well, because it helps a ton. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. That's my short-term goal. I would appreciate it. And if you're looking for another stream to watch, swing on over to twitch.tv/Cobras. You can catch me there every Monday, Wednesday, Friday from like 9 p.m. to like 2 a.m. Central Standard Time, usually a lot later on the Fridays. I know that that's late for some people, but even if you just stop by and say, hey, I appreciate it. I play a variety of games. Sometimes we're just chatting. You never really know what you're gonna find me doing over there, but I would just love to say hey to you. And let me know that you came from the YouTube, because I always think that's really cool too. But listen, let's go ahead and dive into it. What I'm gonna show you today is how to back up your OBS so you don't lose everything like I did a little while back.
Right dirty.
So I use OBS Studio, and my setup on OBS is actually pretty intense. I have a ton of scenes, I have a ton of sources, I have a ton of things that intermingle and make different actions and stuff like that. And not that long ago, I was trying to create something like that, and all I did was add a filter that was already inbuilt into OBS, integrated, I guess, into OBS. Nothing crazy, no crazy plugin or anything like that. And whenever I turned this filter on this scene, OBS just crashed. And then I opened OBS and it crashed again. And I opened OBS and it crashed again. And nothing would fix it at all. And I ended up having to do a clean install of OBS Studio, which means that I lost literally everything. And dude, it was a ton of work to get it back set up. So I'm gonna try and show you guys a way to avoid a mistake that I made in not backing up your OBS Studio. Whether it's OBS crashes or clean Windows installs, whatever, this will be here for you. It'll be real simple to get your scene back in and then just pick up where you left off. So listen, what we're gonna be using is a plugin called Scene Collection Manager. And as far as I know, it's actually pretty new. And trust me, since I lost everything, I have done a ton of research on the best way to back up your OBS scenes and sources and all that kind of jazz. And this by far seems like the easiest and best method. So I'll put the link in the description below so you guys can go check that out. It's right here. And obviously, I mean, download it to start. It's right here. I'm just gonna download the Windows installer. So I got it downloaded here and I got it extracted because it does come as a zip file. And then all we got to do now is just run the installer. You're gonna get this little message here. Dude, if you're like me, hey man, I didn't even realize when this message popped up for like the longest time. I thought I was just screwed. Did you know? Watch this, dude. Just hit more info. It gives you the run anyway. Trust me, dude, it's fine. So we're gonna click run anyway and get this installed into OBS Studio. All right, looks like I have it all installed. Let me go over to my OBS Studio. Now, this is the OBS Studio that's on my gaming computer. I have a 2 PC setup, and I'm recording on my streaming computer right now. So if I try to show you all the scenes and stuff that I have up there, it's gonna do that funky like box within 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 thing, and that's just terrible to look at. But I can show you, you know, record with my phone or something. Just show you guys the amount of scenes and sources I have. But anyways, this is the OBS over here on my gaming computer. Let me find something halfway normal. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is my OBS Studio on my gaming computer, and what we just added will be right here under the tools section. So if you go to tools, you'll notice right down here we have something called Scene Collection Manager. And under Scene Collection Manager will be a list of your scenes. Now, a lot of you guys may not even have different scenes. In fact, on this computer, I didn't. And so it's not a big deal. That's if you just have one scene, I mean, it works just fine. But essentially, if you're newer to OBS Studio and you don't know exactly what scenes are, you can have different scenes for, say, like if you're recording or you're streaming. So on my recording scene right now, I basically just have a scene that has like, you know, these different images that are definitely what I use all the time. And then like, you know, my game capture, that kind of stuff. But if I went to a different scene and say I just went to make sure to subscribe, you know, I would have something else here, right? So we can go back to our recording scene. And what we're gonna do, so we wanna back this up so that we never lose this amazing scene, right? We're gonna go into tools and we're gonna come to scene collection manager here. And it's as simple as clicking on recording and then coming over here and adding it to your backup. So we can name our backup recording and then put the date today, 2/6/22, which it's always takes me months to realize it's a new year, but here we go. So now we have our backup of recording. Also, while you're here backing things up, you can actually hit this cogwheel and have it set to automatic backup. And so anytime that you change out of that scene and then back to that scene, it's gonna grab another backup and automatically save it for you. So you can have auto backups there as well. But now say we've got this backed up and we come in here and then somehow screw up really bad and just start deleting things like the whatever the hell this weird creature thing is. You know, we accidentally delete that. We accidentally delete Jack Black doing the rodeo. And I can't find it again and I'm very perturbed by that, right? I'll just come right back into tools and we go to scene collection manager. We'll double click on our backup and bing, bang, boom, bang, bam. Right there they am. Well, that's all fine and dandy if I make a mistake in OBS, right? But what happens if I delete the entire scene? So I come in here to scene collections and I'm doing a feat stream and all of a sudden I just decide, hey, I don't need this recording scene anymore, right? And I accidentally remove the recording scene. So now here we are, we're on our feet stream scene and we don't have the recording scene anymore. Sad day, right? No. Minorly inconvenient, happy one. So getting your scene back in OBS is actually pretty simple. All you need to do is go to your C drive, go to users, go under the user that you're logged in under, go to your app data folder. But Rocky, I don't see an app data folder. Who's Rocky? I am, you dingus. If you're new to the channel, I go by Rocky in my stream. So if you go over to twitch.tv/cobras and people are calling me Rocky, I go by Rocky there. So just come up to options, go to change folder and search options, go to view and make sure that show hidden files and folders is selected right there. Otherwise, you're not gonna see your app data folder. There's a ton of stuff that you need that app data folder for, so I just leave mine on. There's no need to like toggle it on and toggle it off. Just leave it on. Go into app data, go into roaming, come find your OBS studio, go to basic. I know it seems like a lot of steps. Go to scenes, and then you're gonna find a folder named for the scene that you backed up. So we backed up this recording scene. It's as simple as going in here, selecting your newest one, which would be, well, I'm just gonna go with this one because it's called recording. We're gonna go ahead and copy it and then just go back to our scenes folder where we were before, paste it here. And we should notice, let me restart OBS, that once I restart OBS over here, we should have our recording scene back. So we got OBS back open, and then if we go to scene collections, bing, bang, boom, we didn't lose this amazing scene. And honestly, if you're like me and you want to take it a step further and make sure if your hard drive crashes, there's a fire, a meteoroid hits, you run out of toilet paper, that you're covered either way. And so I would just swing on over to drive.google.com, make an account. They give you 15 gigs free right off the bat. So you can come in and just hit new, go ahead and do a folder upload, and then come in and find that folder again. Upload 2 files, let's do it. They're gonna be minimal size. So it used up 21 megabytes of 15 gigs. And again, 15 gigs is free. That way, if anything happens to your hard drive or whatever, this is always gonna be online, and it's as simple as, even if you wanna use it on a different computer, say you wanna pull this into a different computer, your laptop, whatever, you can now come into Google Drive and download that, put it in your scenes folder like we showed just a minute ago, and your scene collection will be there. Listen, I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but listen, if you're into content creation, learning things about streaming, making videos, tech gear reviews, that kind of stuff, then definitely just hit the sub button, hit the thumbs up video on this button, because it actually helps me a ton. My videos sometimes are a little sporadic. Listen, I'll let you know if I'm going anywhere, okay? So if all you do is lose out on the time that you hit the sub button, I mean, it's not that big of a loss. But I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff, and videos that we have coming up are, I really need an intro, so I'm going to do a Fiverr video, you know, contacting different Fiverr people and having them make an intro for me and see what we get. I'm going to do a video on how to do some kind of complex actions with some of your sources and stuff. So something sort of maybe like this.
Catch me riding dirty.
And then I'm hoping to get my hands on some new like microphones and just streaming gear that I can talk to you guys about as well. There's other videos on the channel that I would recommend you checking out. And again, it's just kind of a new channel. I'm getting up and going, but I'm trying to share with you guys the expertise that I have amassed over my content creation career, which has been going on since 2016 at this point. And so I also encourage you just to ask me questions, whether it's in the comments. Definitely leave me a comment, but you can join up on the Discord, which should be in the description, and drop me a question there, or, you know, hit me up on Twitter. It's just twitter.com/cobras. That should be in the description as well. Dude, I just love hearing from you guys. Just do something. I mean, I put this whole video together. Just do something. Click somewhere, dude. Honestly, I appreciate you guys times a million, and until the next one, see you later, dudes.